Welcome to my new amazing video series called Leaving Green Ranks. First off, by leaving green ranks I do not mean simply going out of these fabulous ranks. What I mean is getting the general attitude to go out there and improve. Improvement, that's the key point. There are two things I want to focus in this video series. The first one is improvement, and the second one, but this one is even more important, having fun and learning how to have fun in Tekken in general. You ask me, okay, why am I here to teach you about fun? I could show you some techniques, I could show you combos, how to step stuff, but the most important thing, and this is why I want to start with it, is the mindset, because the mindset is what separates a bad player from a good player. That and time. That's it, that's basically it. It's how much do you play, how much do you do this, what you want to do, and how fast will you get from A to B. And this chart, this how fast you go from A to B, this is mindset and how to approach stuff, no matter what. Games, life, whatever. But people often, when they look at this going from A to B, they think, okay, what kind of techniques? What's the most honest character? And this is where I want to start off with this video. It's who to pick to get better in Tekken. A lot of people will start out and they will go to forums and ask people, hey guys, I'm new to Tekken, what the fuck? I want to improve, who to pick? Man, pick Kazuya, he's the most honest character in the game, oh yeah! I may have overacted a little bit, but that's the general gist. So let's think about it rationally, okay? So you're new to this game and you see it offers a couple of characters, okay? Could be 12 or so. But you ask the guys on the internet, like, who should I pick? Who is the cool guy? And they say Kazuya. And you ask yourself, but why though? And what do they say? What do they tell you? They tell you, he's honest! And I'm not here to debate whether Kazuya or any other character is honest or good or whatever. This has to be rational and emotional. And by this I mean, first off, let's discuss facts as much as possible. I'm not perfect, I'm not the best Tekken player. A lot of things I will say here may be assumptions and there may be facts that contradict my opinion. But I will try to keep it straight for you so you can learn something. And the emotional aspect, that's super important. This is your attitude, how you will feel when playing the game. And now I will apply it. First off, what might be a bonus when playing Kazuya? What might be the benefits? People will tell you he's honest and you will learn the game fundamentally. This may be true, but this argument applies to basically every character to some degree. I mean, what separates Kazuya from Marduk or from Julia? What is honesty? We will come to this later, but let's keep it simple. The next thing is, why do you think you will improve by picking a certain character more than another character? Because the character might force you to play this way. This might be, and it heavily depends on whether you want to play a certain way, with whom, against whom you play, at what rank you play, and how often you play, and with which mindset you play. If you play, for example, Kazuya, and you have a super strict mindset, and you want to play very clean, very defensive, and you play versus super good player in playing matches, no doubt, you might be improving really fast. But if you play Kazuya and you play super scrubby and you just want to win, you spam 50-50 in green ranks, you might improve very slowly. And this goes for every character, so this is the first step. But what do I mean by the emotional part? Because I said rational and emotional, and the emotional part, this is something a lot of people completely forget. I have to mention the main man here. I might not agree with everything the main man says, but I like his attitude that he wants to look out for the new players, for the green rank players, people who are not at the higher level of plays, people who are still developing. But even I think, even though this is his focus, The emotional aspect of improving might be something that he rarely talks about this, and I will tell you my opinion on this. What I mean by the emotional aspect, every player is different. And when it comes to, for example, picking Kazuya, there are some players who will pick Kazuya and they will not get frustrated, they will love the character and it will be fine for them, even though at the beginning they might have to do more work for execution and stuff. But there are people, they just don't like playing him, or they get very frustrated and they get... I've been there myself, and I've known people. They might pick up Kazuya and they hate every fucking minute they play him. They don't want to laugh because they just want to get out of green rank hell, and they get in this very bad attitude. And this is something you have to think about. What will be your emotional attitude when you pick a certain character or play a certain playstyle? If you pick Lei and you force yourselves to play super clean, you might just end up hating the character or dropping the game because you just get frustrated. Everybody, it's human. Everybody wants to get rewarded. There is nobody I know of, even my best friends, and I have some friends who are really strict and they don't care about losing, but even those players will eventually get frustrated if they only lose or if they play a character they just hate or a certain playstyle. So before picking a character, you should think about how much time do you have? Why do you want to play Tekken? How do you define fun? And which kind of playstyle or character makes it fun for you to play the game? This should always be super important to you, because no matter how good Kazuya might teach you fundamentals, if you hate the game, you will look for shortcuts. It's in your brain. Everybody does that. It's the same with going to the gym. If you go to the gym and you hate going to the gym, you will find shortcuts like, okay, I'm gonna do 10 push-ups, but I will take a break for a Coke for 10 minutes and then you end up taking breaks for 2 hours. I mean, it sounds stupid, but this is the reality. You will find shortcuts. So your main objective should not be, how will I learn the game and then play a character that people tell you to play. Your objective should be, okay, fuck it, I wanna have some fucking fun in this game. Who is cool? And your second objective should be, okay, I want to have fun, but this is a fighting game, okay? Let's be honest here. You play fighting games to improve and be better than people over time. So you have two objectives, having fun and getting better. And how do you get better? This is tricky, because how do we define getting better? People would say, okay, there are some characters that are honest because you are forced to play defensively, which is a total piece of bullshit if you ask me. You can play Kazuya super aggressively, you can play Devil Jin super defensively, you can play Turtle Hoverang if you really want to. Of course, if you're playing against Ni, there might be certain playstyles depending on character that are forced upon you to some degree. But in general, no matter who the fuck you play, you decide your playstyle and you decide how you play. But there's another one who decides your playstyle and how much fun you have and how much success. Your opponent. If I play Devil Jin, which is my main at the moment, and I play against somebody with great fundamentals, I have to play super clean or super aggressive. If I play Devil Jin and I play against somebody who doesn't punish for shit, I can go party mode. These two factors define how the game is played. You and yourself and your opponent. And you have to strategize around that. So, when asking which character to play, you should not ask who is the best character or which character will teach me the game the best. You should ask, okay, first off, what do I enjoy in games? Do I want to stay more at the back? Do I wanna attack more? Am I aggressive? Am I more a defensive player? And then you go and ask people, who's cool? Look guys, I enjoy execution. Who has great execution? Hey guys, I love Tekken for the 3D movement. Who is great at moving? Stuff like that. But what you should never do is play a character simply because people told you, and now we come to the next topic, for ego reasons. Because the thing that kills you in Tekken, and basically any competitive scenario, be it music production, art, fighting games, it's your ego. Your ego is something that defines how you portray the world. This might be a bit psychological, but it is true. What your ego can do for you, if it breaks, is it can demotivate you. It can piss you off. It makes you rage. It makes you play worse. It makes you take shortcuts. It makes you lose track of what is true and what is not true. And that's the most important part I want to tackle right now. You should try to break your ego as soon as possible, because what your ego does to you is it makes you not accept truths or facts. And everybody is guilty of that. I am guilty of that too. But you have to, whenever you are guilty of being blind because of your ego, you have to realize it and then think again. One example could be, I play Devil Jin in ranked and somebody, like a law with 3 bars, kills me with a dick jab. And I'm like, oh, this is so bullshit! This is my ego speaking because I am frustrated at that moment. But most players, especially when you're higher ranked, they will immediately go, okay, yeah, it was bullshit, I was angry, relax, it's what Aris does. That's why Aris always says, keep down, keep cool. Because he knows that being angry and frustrated is one thing, but then you have to think about it. Another explanation, another example for having an ego and how it disrupts you is, people come and say, your character is bullshit, or that string is so bullshit, or something like that, and you get defensive. Because your character is your proxy, you get attacked when your character gets attacked. And then you say stuff like, no, my character is not broken. No, this move is super shit. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You may be even right in this scenario, but what you should be thinking is, first off, yeah, maybe this guy is right. Maybe it's something, maybe we are both right. But why the fuck is he so aggressive towards my character? For example, why do people hate Devil Jin's Hell Sweep so much? And there are a lot of explanations. This is a hard decision, but when you can apply a lot of things, you can think, firstly, like, okay, this move is annoying for the opponents. It might be good, it might be trash and people just don't know the matchup, but it is annoying nevertheless. So when I use this move, I can piss off my opponent and get into his mind and break his ego and make him play worse. Another thing you can do is, maybe this move is really good and I've just didn't appreciate this move until now because I didn't try the opposite side. I only played one character. And you can gain understanding about what makes the move really good. And there is a lot of potential if you go in this direction. Try to open yourself up to criticism and break down your ego as much as possible, because it will hinder you in your progression. Let's go back to picking a new character. For example, like, this is again part of the ego stuff. Let's say you pick Kazuya. What a lot of people will do is they pick up the character, and let's not lie to yourself, many will watch a lot of mainman stuff, which is completely acceptable. He has a lot of great tutorials for Mishima execution and stuff. But this is why I'm making this video. I don't think he has enough mindset videos, so this is what will happen eventually. People pick up Kazuya, and they will think to themselves, okay, this guy is fucking honest. Yeah. Then they will lose in ranked. They will watch his videos about green ranks, they will ask friends. And what a lot of people will do is they get frustrated, which is completely fine. You get frustrated no matter who you pick. And they will start doing a lot of weird stuff. And I'm not saying this is bad, but I've seen this a lot of times. They will focus on execution and stuff like that. And they will spend countless hours grinding execution. No matter which character. Doing combos or just playing the game. These are basically the two kinds. Because they can't accept the reality. And the reality is you lost because you're inexperienced. It has nothing to do with your character is hard, the game is unbalanced, XXX is bullshit. It's just you're inexperienced. And we come back to how to get good at the game. Time and mindset. You can do nothing about time. Everybody will need some time. And that's the first thing you have to realize when you're in green rank, when you're starting out. You can't just go into rank, lose, and then, oh fuck, I'm gonna grind, oh yeah! Let's lap every fucking move this character has, oh yeah! Oh, that move! Let's see what he does, oh yeah, I can duck it. I'm not saying labbing is bad, but you cannot expect getting better at the game in 10 minutes just because you lab 2 evenings. You will get better by doing it, but it will accumulate very little, very little. Over days and weeks and months you will get better. Whether you lab or you don't lab, what matters is that you engage with the game. It's true, there are people who go to Tekken God Prime in a month and there are people who go to green rank in a year. Everybody is different. I'm no doctor, I don't know how much of it is mindset, how much of it is pure talent. But what I know is everybody can get to Tekken God Prime if he continues playing and if he has the right mindset for it. And there are people who get to Tekken God Prime with the wrong mindset too. Ranks are not important. I'm not saying this for shits and giggles, it's true, ranks are not important. But what is important is what the ranks indicate for people. It's progress, it's getting better, it's winning against other people. So apart from spending a lot of time, what can we change? We can change our mindset. So if you're, for example, this new player who gets frustrated and then you binge lab, let's call it the binge lab, you know? Like you binge eat because you're frustrated, some people go and binge lab or binge play. Because they think, oh fuck it, I'm losing, if you practice now, it will get better. But what will happen is first, you will get frustrated because you're already frustrated. This is a negative loop. You have to break this loop immediately. Make Tekken fun before trying to engage in everything. So first thing you should do is cool down, say fuck it. Like, oh god, I lost 100 ranks, I'm beginner again. Fuck it. I lost ranks, but I didn't lose my knowledge of the game. Did I have fun? Perhaps, perhaps not, but I still have fun playing Tekken. Let's fuck it. Let's see what I did wrong, or just play some more games, cool down. This is the first step. This helps you break down of the negative loop. The next thing is, why did I lose? And this is hard for new players because first it's hard to be true to yourself, and on the other hand, you simply might not know why you fucked up. So about being true to yourself, this is emotional control. I will make more videos about this topic, but this has something to do with how you approach it. You have to gain discipline. Discipline is a skill too. And the other thing is, if you don't know what the fuck you did wrong, I highly, and I mean highly recommend 2 things. First, find a group. There are a lot of groups. Tekken Saibatsu, every streamer has a Discord. I have a Discord if you want to join. Find guys to talk with. Find good players to talk with. There is an EU Discord. I will link it down below. There are actually 2 EU Discords that I highly recommend. Find good players, find people you can talk about the game for 2 reasons. To vent off the anger. Everybody is salty, everybody talks shit. It will help you and you will gain friends. And the other thing is actually getting feedback. But you have to be sharp on that as well. Even the best players, they have a bias. So gather information from all kinds of sources. Mishima mains, Nina mains. Be critical. And the other thing is, and I know it sounds hard, but find a play buddy or a rival. The only reason why I got where I am now is because I was motivated by my best friend, who is a really good Tekken player, and I didn't want to fall behind, and my training buddy, who's super good and fucks me up to this day if I have a bad day. If you have a buddy, if you have a buddy or a play buddy or a rival, it will make you push forward. You don't want to be left behind. And the most important thing for a rival or a buddy is They should be around your skill level. There will never be somebody who is exactly like you. There will be people weaker than you, people stronger than you. And it doesn't matter if you're a green rank and he's a mighty ruler, as long as you can see yourself winning against him. If it should be within your reach. If it's completely impossible for you, you have no motivation. But if you know, fuck it, if I practice more weeks, I can actually win against this guy. This is the drive that will spark you. And this is why I highly recommend engage with people, listen to people, and find playmates who you play regularly. The next thing about having a rival or a play buddy is they will play against you not for one match, not for 3 matches, not for a session. They will play against you over weeks, months, and years. This means 2 things. First, they will know your fucking playstyle by heart. They will know all your tricks, so you have to adapt. This will be most likely for most people your only true rival who plays real Tekken versus you. And the other thing, they will know your characters. If you only play one character, those guys will know every fucking frame of your character after some months. And because of these 2 reasons, this will be your true Tekken opponent. Whenever people say stuff like, oh, this is true Tekken, or Mishima Mirrors is true Tekken, or 50-50, what they mean is, you have the same tools available and you think your opponent knows the matchup as well as you do, but this is not a fact. Just because somebody plays, for example, Kazuya, doesn't mean he knows how to punish every Kazuya string perfectly. But if you have a playmate who plays every fucking day versus you, he will know every fucking frame by heart. I'm not even joking. One of my close friends, he punishes every -14 move with jet upward. This is the consistency and the criticism you will get by having somebody you play regularly. He will see your bad habits and he will exploit it, and he will actually punish your stupid shit after he learns the matchup, which you will have a lot of time. And on the opposite end, you will learn his character. And I don't mean learn some tricks. You will learn the fucking character. You will learn how to step every fucking string, how to block punish every move. And this is the first thing I recommend when starting out with Tekken. Find a play buddy for motivation, for learning, and for getting a grip into what Tekken can be. Not online Tekken, not tournament Tekken. These things, online Tekken, I don't want to be angry or so, but trust me, it's shit. And it's not shit because of connection quality or because people are assholes online. It is shit because nobody, except the best players, can learn every fucking matchup. And depending on which character you play, for example, if you play Zafina, I play Zafina sometimes, nobody knows the fucking matchup. If you only play online, you will never have an opponent who knows your fucking matchup. But if you have a play buddy, you have somebody who will fuck your shit up if you play stupid. That's the first thing. And on the other hand, while ranked and tournaments are bad, when it comes to tournaments, they are temporary. You don't go to tournaments every fucking day when you want to play. You go to tournaments once a month or once a year, depending on your schedule. Tournaments should be a fun activity you do with friends and to test how good you've become, but they are not the norm. And local Tekken for most people is also not the norm. It's not about lag, it's not about cheap versus whatever, it's about having people who play 100% against your character. So after starting out this way and having a friend to play with, at least somebody, and getting a bit better in Tekken, you should step by step increase your group of friends, people you play against, for the same reasons. You will never have as tight of a rivalry or a knowledge base as with your main rival, main friend. But if you play against people, very often they will also learn your matchups and you will learn more matchups. And if you do this for months and years, eventually you will know a lot of matchup even without labbing extremely long, because you just play against these characters. You will naturally try to lab them, you will have experience, Because no matter of doing stuff like this looks cool here, but if you block strings like this and only punish them here, it will help you. I don't say don't lab. Lab, please lab. It will help you, but learning something in theory and applying it when you're under high stress are two different things. And how many of us lab something and never apply it because they just don't face the character for months? That's the point. So I don't want to make this video extremely long, especially as it's the very first video in this series. I want to cut off here and let's see what the next topic might be. If you enjoyed this kind of content, even though it's a bit shitty to be honest, because it's not a big studio production, but if you enjoy this, please just write me. I'm not a big YouTuber, I'm not the best player, I'm just a guy who likes Tekken and who is a no-nonsense guy, so I want to make more of this stuff. If there is anything you think I can improve, I will try to do so, but my honest intentions with this series is talking real shit to you guys, keeping it simple so I can produce more content instead of making it super fancy, and to just say my opinion without offending anybody. A lot of stuff I've said today might be controversial, you might be offended, but hey, first off, you can have your opinion, and second, I don't think a lot of people will tell you what I tell you, because, let's be honest, people try to make guides, they might try to make fancy stuff, but the mindset is what separates a good and a happy player from a miserable player. So stop complaining. Oh, I mean, don't stop complaining. We never stop. Even I complain. I just complained. But try to complain less. And try to think what makes Tekken fun. We might see each other very soon. I'm gonna upload this and see what the reaction will be. Hopefully positive. And I will make more quality content like this. So have fun, and we'll see each other. Young out.